Welcome to the Health Rant of the Week, episode 19. Hi, my name is Alejandro Fleury. I'm a certified fitness and nutrition coach with Altus Fitness. Today, I am going to freestyle it. Not necessarily because I'm going to keep it light, but because I'm going to keep it real, okay? So today's episode is called The New Normal, okay? So it's been since March that we've been in this lockdown, depending on where you are. It's more strict and stringent than other places. Some, like I live in Canada, where I live, the reopening has already started. So there's a little more, like even the gyms have opened. So things are starting to get back to normal, all right? So one term that actually really bothers me is when people say, well, yeah, this is the new normal. This is the new normal, okay? So I don't know how much do you actually stop and think about that term, okay? So I know that people use it kind of like sarcastically, or to kind of like denote, like, the changes that we're going through right now. But I really want you to think about, that term, and not to use it lightly. I mean, the truth is we are going through a very convoluted, very scary and concerning, time. Okay, so this is not something to be taken lightly, and I do think that by now, much because of the, boredom or tired, like people being tired or whatnot, people are starting to just kind of like, kind of take it lightly. I mean, there are so many things around us happening at this point that we are not even seeing, or we're not even sensing, just because all the focus that there is out there is on the COVID and like the lockdown and things like that. It's not about the COVID anymore. It's just about the lockdown. Okay. So by no means am I saying that there's not an imminent risk out there. What I am saying is two things. One, it's in your hands. It's in your hands. Okay. So quit deflecting this. It's in your hands to take measures to stay healthy through COVID. I have already given enough information, tons of information on a daily basis, if not on YouTube, which is on a weekly basis, on Facebook, on pretty much every source that I have. So, and I have referred to experts. I mean, you may be thinking like this time, well, Alejandro, I like you, or, you kind of like, I like your message or something like that, but you are just a trainer and a nutrition coach. That's fine. I can live with that. This is what I do for a living because I love it. Right? Just getting to you to cut through the noise and the misleading, information, so you can actually get to the truth and get healthier, is what I do for a living. So I really love what I do, and I really am proud that you see me that way. I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be a doctor by any chance or by any extent. I don't do anything beyond my scope of practice, which is nutrition and fitness, mobility, like just, intermittent fasting, whatever it is. Everything is that way. But I do want you to take a minute and think of what's happening around you, because it's not cool. Don't take it lightly. And we are being tested as we speak for the new normal. So the fact that you already recognize this as potentially being the way that we're going to live is very scary. All right. So I just wanted to mention a couple things. Once again, I want you to focus on the essence of what I'm saying. I don't want you to just, look at the form or at the shape, look at the context, like just the essence of what I'm saying. So what is the new normal? And this is just a couple thoughts. Wearing a mask to leave your home. Okay? So whether you live in like the tropical country, or you will live like here up north, for example, right now is like, it's a spectacular day outside. It's absolutely sunny and it's not too hot. And then like I need to gear up in order to leave, to enjoy the day, I have to keep my mask in my pocket just because it is a risk factor, and I understand that. But just think about it. Just think about, like, in North America, especially up north, all the way up north, people wait at least 6 months to enjoy the good weather. Now the good weather means that you have to go out with something in your face. All right. Am I saying don't wear it? No, by no means am I saying. But the one thing I'm getting across, or want to get across, is not the new normal. Nothing normal about that. Okay. Number 2, not getting closer to people than 6 feet. So if one thing you need to, like, realize is that human beings are social entities. We are social entities. Most mammals are social entities. Most, like, live beings are social entities, because even like plants grow typically and better and stronger in communities, right? Whether it's grass or palm trees, or, like, you can question maybe like the rainforest, but even in the rainforest, there's a competition for light and but social entities there, you cannot call maybe social a plant, because they don't, but the community sense, it's transferable to even like mammals and some other animals, and so in even to plants. So think about that. I mean, and just go for this one. Yes, I want you to go. It really doesn't matter where you go. Go to CNN, to NBC. It really doesn't matter, to the World Health Organization, wherever you want, and just start looking into statistics for anxiety, depression, sleeplessness, things like stress in general, suicides, drug abuse, like I said in one of my videos, pornography, like all those things. I mean, we're isolating. It's bad enough the fact that we, like, our kids are growing up with electronics, and we are not paying attention to our families, because we're like, I've seen just even like videos of like kids drowning in front of their parents just because they're not paying attention. On top of that, now it's become the new normal. You're not supposed to get any closer than 6 feet to people. And tell me if you don't feel there's something wrong with this. You're walking down the sidewalk, and then there's someone's coming toward you. And all of a sudden, either you start looking at each other, and then you have to either you just cut around, or they do, or I mean, how does that make you feel? Like, it feels like you have, like, forget about COVID. It's just like you have leprosy, or you have something that just people they're going to, just die, right? So even COVID is not that serious. I'm telling you. I mean, you have the options. You can control how strong you are. So take initiative, and don't wait for like a vaccine to come, and just something that only God knows what it is going to go into your bloodstream, in hopes for you to be stronger and to be immune. It's never going to happen. Immune to this thing. Think. Okay? So you are free to question what I'm saying. You're free to debate what I'm saying. There's lots of controversy around this. I respect that. This is just me expressing my opinion, and hopefully opening someone's eyes about everything that's happening there. Okay? Once again, I'm going to say this like 100 times over the video. It's not about, oh, Alejandro, so should we disregard all the measurements? Absolutely not. What I want you to do is to exercise logic, exercise common sense, and start like questioning, number one, and secondly, start taking action to preserve your health. Okay? So endless hours of Netflix and eating chips and things like that, and just not moving, is not going to help too much. Okay? So think about that. Number 3, rubbing alcohol on yourself and your family. So one of the videos that I did this week is, I don't know if you know, well, there's two types of alcohol that are actually commonly in hand sanitizer. One is the ethyl alcohol, the same one that you are told not to consume in excess because it's poisonous and it's going to give you cirrhosis and it's going to give you like fatty liver and things like that, and it's actually going to impair you. Okay, that's one. And the other one is isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol is, I read the actual warning label as per, like the law in Canada, and the same thing applies in the US, all right, that says if ingested, if you breathe it, if you ingest it, if you contact with the eyes, and it says it's poisonous. The main ingredient on top of water is poisonous, flat out. And you are actually putting that on your skin over and over and over again. There are alternatives. I mean, there's some other stuff that you can rub in that it's plant-based, like that is actually very highly disinfecting. And there are some other options. Why are they not carrying that like everywhere? Because they know now that you're going to buy it. It doesn't matter if it costs like twice as much as the alcohol based. You're still going to, you are, right? You're concerned about your family, your own health, correct? You want to kill bacteria. Yes. Okay. So that thing on top of killing bacteria can potentially kill you because on the actual label, it says that it's poisonous. Don't take my word for it. Just go and get even the rubbing alcohol, turn around and just read the label. If you're in the US, furthermore, you're going to find that in the US, it has some other types of alcohol, and they are mandated to put like acetone and some toxic stuff in there just to deter people from consuming it. All right. So this is not something that I'm making up. Just go to your medicine cabinet and just check it out yourself. All right. Talking to people through plastic walls. Now, did I explain that one? All right. So going back to this one, right? So right now it's like you are an imminent danger to people around you. You're an imminent danger to people around you. I'm not, once again, this is something that, yes, there is a risk. Now, just food for thought. Tuberculosis, still today in the 21st century, how many people does it kill? H1N1, how many people does it kill? H1N1, we have a flare-up pretty much every year of a different strain of the H1N1. And I don't know by now, but as of last time I checked, I think it was June. As of June, H1N1 killed more people year over year, not just this year, than COVID-19. Okay? So if this is the new normal and you were living the new normal, how come this new normal hasn't come before for other stuff that was supposed to kill us all? And some things that are actually killing more people than COVID-19. Think about it. Once again, the stats are there. They're provided by the World Health Organization. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. All you have to do is just go to the same entity that keeps track of the deaths, all right, and see what it's like. Okay. As I said, like in the beginning, this video was not meant to be like I hope it's very energetic, but all I want to do is I want to help people start questioning things. Some of you are gonna hate me for this. Some of you are gonna love me. I'm okay either way, as long as 1, 2, 3, or 100 people start thinking, okay, what could I be doing better? Number one, what is within my reach? Okay, like your nutrition, your sleep, your stress management, as opposed to freaking out because you're gonna die and you don't even know if you have anything. You don't even know if you're ever gonna get infected with that, and then weakening your immune system. Okay, how about you start like from the bottom up? You start strengthening your immune system, get more active, go out there, enjoy the sun, get the vitamin D, which is actually it's key to your immune function. By the way, look at some of the research by Dr. Rhonda Patrick, for example. Okay, so she's been doing tons of research on that. Okay, how about your nutrition? So look at whatever, Dr. Perlmutter, Dr. Ben Bigman, you know, geez, I mean, you have to open your eyes and you have to start taking measurements. You cannot rely once again on the government or the medical establishment, or I'm not going to keep talking because it's going to get worse, to say, oh, this is what you have to do. Okay? So you have to put this into your bloodstream, and that's going to be it for now. Then next year you have to go and put it again, and then next year you have to put it again, and you have no idea what it is. I mean, I've heard of things like mercury going into some of those vaccines. Is it true or not? I don't know. Do I feel comfortable with that? Absolutely not. Do I need to test it myself? No. You are, or your friend, or one of your relatives. No matter what I say, someone around you is going to go like, sure, I'm not going to take any chances. Okay. Right? So I put the influenza, I took the vaccine like 1 year. Granted, I didn't get it, but I just, in my life, I've had it only once. And only once I have got injected with the vaccine or whatever you call it, or the treatment. I don't know what you call that. Right? It's just for thought. All right. Thank you very much. I hope this video was eye-opening, if anything. All right. It's not meant to necessarily be, I hope it's entertaining. So my name is Alejandro Fleury, Certified Fitness and Nutrition Coach. I'll see you next week for another video. Take care.